fourth estate, I take this opportunity to thank you for covering our session today. I'm Agai Tenye, the National Speaker of Bungee La Wanainchi. I'm very pleased to have you here and our also accommodative members and active members who have made our Bungee now to trend on positive issue. Going to the point which I want to state, especially on the utterances of the President in the northeastern part of the country. Many people have taken it that the President insulted those who do not have a PhD. But for their political achievement. And for that matter, I would also like to advise the President sometimes to weigh on what he wants to say, because whatever he says, his antagonist will take it to achieve a political goal. So the President must also weigh on what to talk about. In real sense, the President never insulted that those who do not have PhD should not advise him. There's a way he put it that he holds a PhD, he understands what he's supposed to do. He understands the problem of Kenyans. And therefore, that is how I took it, and that is how everyone, even the congregation, I'm very much optimistic, a good percentage took it that way. But his political antagonists will use that to achieve their political goals. So I would ask the President to weigh and also to know what to say and where to say, because the communication and those who advise the President of communication must do a thorough work to ensure that the President speaks something which the antagonists will not take to spearhead their political agenda and bring this country into a division. Going to issue of security, especially in Kenya, many people have lost their lives. Many people have lost their lives, and their families are still in agony. And we want to urge security operators to move with speed to ensure that those families get their loved ones dead or alive, so that life can proceed. And I want to urge the KWS to arrest and arraign in court those whom they believe are encroaching our wildlife sites because of poaching and any other issue. Arrest them and arraign them in court so that they can explain why they were going there, rather than something happens that they were with them and later on these people cannot be found. It is not fair to the family, and also it's not fair to the national security and peace of this country. Last but at least, I also want to talk about that issue of Nakuru, where Richard Otieno was killed. Those cases must come to an end so that the nation can move forward. Kenya is a good country. We have resources. Let's maintain peace and security so that we can attract investors, so that youths can get something also to do. We have a lot in this country. Let us be honest to one another. Let us be transparent so that our country can move forward. That is my kicker. I'm Agai Tenye, the National Speaker, Bungee La Wanainchi. Thank you. On how they came to election of the Speaker. I think immediately Kenyans finish general election, the MPs are sworn, and the MPs elect whom they prefer to be Speaker. I think this should be conducted in a more equitable way, in a more transparent way, so that whatever has been ruled today by the court should not reoccur again in future. The party with majority should be given their clear share, their fair share. And our MPs, immediately we elect you to parliament, don't be bought by those senior politicians, so that people who elect more MPs should get their speaker to lead the National Assembly. This will be fair to the electorate. The thing which has happened today should not occur 2027 going forward when we elect the MPs and the MPs go there. Let majority of MPs sit down and agree on who will be conducting on the business of the house. Because through that, we'll be able to solve the issue of the pending bills, whereby this has affected the business at the lower pyramid, the bottom up. Since we are here to implement, the government has a vision of bottom-up economic transformation agenda. Let us elect good leaders up there, and the electorates. You must elect leaders who are honest leaders, transparent leaders, leaders who are accountable, leaders who can adhere to our constitution, so that when you elect them there, we give them the names. They can go through the names of those who want to be the Speaker of the National Assembly, and they can elect people of merit. I'm not saying that the Honorable, Right Honorable Dr. Moses Wetangula has not done much. Yes, he has conducted business well in the parliament, but coming up, the court coming up with a verdict that these were not, as me or now the majority, Kenya Kwanza were not the majority, I think that couldn't have occurred. It is not only horrifying, but utter disrespect to the electorate of this country. And in future, I think that will be looked into. That's my vote.